Okay, today we are here with another series that I actually do hold dear to my heart, and I didn't read that much of it, and that's Mission Yozakura Family. Right here, I have volume 1 and 2. More are on the way, actually. I actually ordered these a couple days ago, I think up to volume 10, and I remember when this series was in its early stages. When I was binging it and I wanted to read it, um, it was when see, it's been so long. It's been like actually like 3 years probably, and maybe no, maybe it's been like 2 years probably. It hasn't. I don't think it's been that long. But when I was reading and when I was caught up, it was when the father was just getting introduced, and Tayo had his mission on the train with the girl with the hair. I'm pretty sure it's in this season, so it's gonna go past the stuff that I even know. And if sorry about my voice, I was sick all week and it was really bad, coughing. I'm probably gonna cough a lot in this video. I hopefully, well, it's already started. Uh, but yeah, I was sick. It was bad. Uh, but no, I love Mission Yozakura Family from when I was caught up. Yeah, during that mission with when Tayo had his like electric revolver sword and he had the blossoming and all that. The blossoming's still the coolest thing ever. I love I need to say their name properly. Gonderas. I love their art. It's probably one of my favorite art styles, especially the evolution of an art style, because looking at it from volume one, it's still a good art style at the beginning. It's actually very good, especially like the color page. It's more the color pages I'm talking about. Like the first color page, it's good, and then you get each new one is like, holy crap, this dude's art is phenomenal, and it's just getting better and more stylized, more fitting. Just such a satisfying art style to look at, especially with the colors. I love series in shows, cartoons, games that utilize a group of the main groups of characters with colors. I love that shit. It's something like, Mario, Sonic, where, you think of Knuckles, you just don't think of, his gloves. You think of he's a red echidna, Tails is a yellow fox, Amy is a pink hedgehog, Sonic blue hedgehog. All these characters have a color defined to them. And when you put them all in a group, it's just beautiful to look at. It's very satisfying to look at. And Mission Yozakura Family is another great example with the Yozakura family, with all the siblings, each one, contributing, having their own specific color. And it's just amazing. It's something akin to like the Power Rangers or, something of those lines. Maybe also like throwing in One Piece with like, Zoro green, Sanji, the yellow hair, all I think you have a great group of characters when they have a satisfying defining color to them that looks amazing with all the other colors in it, like a group picture. You know what I mean? Especially in Yozakura's, like, this isn't even the best example, but just like, yeah, everyone just has a defining color. It's just awesome to look at. But I really don't remember like everything. I do know they they do skip like a mini comedy storyline that's maybe, I'm pretty sure it's like one chapter. And when I finish season one, I will probably start reading the manga from chapter one and, getting that nostalgia, because I still feel nostalgic for it. Because now that it's over, and I've heard the ending's great. I've heard the the ending is satisfying. It's not a series where it's like, oh, we should have got more with this, or oh, we should have had a whole other arc. And those series where it should have kept going. Excuse me. And it's sort of, yeah, you just think more like, what should the series have done more? From what I've heard of Yozakura, it's like, it's complete, it's satisfying, it doesn't need a sequel. I mean, a sequel would probably be really cool, but I don't know how it ends, so maybe it doesn't need a sequel. A prequel, maybe. I think a lot of series should do more prequels. Like, I would love a Demon Slayer prequel, knowing what the world and the lower moon demons that were around back then. That would be cool. That's very off topic, but you know what I mean. Like, maybe the backstory, the past of this family. That would be awesome. But again, I haven't finished it, so I don't know if it's fitting. But it just sounds like something that would be cool. But other than that, I think it's about time to stop yapping and let's just get into this. Okay, I do remember the beginning of this series. Man. Yeah, this is a crazy way to start a series. Turn this up. And that's such a scary way to think and sad way to think. But it makes sense why he does. But these two are such a good couple. And I didn't even see... Because I know what they have later in the series, but... Excuse me. I never read it myself. And that's such a sweet thing to say. Yozakura family. Plan 1, the Cherry Blossom Ring. Hell yeah. And I think this anime looks good. For a series like Mission Yozakura family, I think it got a great adaptation. I was not expecting Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero level animation. I'm just realistic, but it was good. Is this still good? And everyone wants to be your friend, Asano. At least he's not the lonely dude in the corner. Too stressed. Yeah, he's too nervous. He doesn't want to get attached to anybody. Mitsumi. I love their character designs, the red and blue. Yeah, at least they try again and again. That sounds good. Oh my god. Tanaka. Tell him. Well, he's so funny. Aren't you supposed to be out of this fucking country? Kyochiro. But isn't he like most people's favorite characters? Like big fans of the series. Like he is. I heard he's. I don't know what he does in the future. Like what type of character he becomes, what he goes through. I'm very curious. Damn, that's all you can think about. Yeah, that's fair. That is really fair. Jeez, man. Just the smile on his face, knowing that he's about to be a fucking freak. See, at least this is a reaction where I know what type of character he is and who in relation is to to Mutsumi. But he's such a funny character. No, he is the authority. That's crazy if you don't know that he's her brother. uh Kyochiro. Tanaka. Damn. That's fucked up. Like, he filmed that shit. Yeah, he is. Oh no. And this music is very eerie. Oh, I think her name's Futaba. I remember her. She's probably one of my favorite characters. It's so awesome seeing this again because I do remember the beginning part of this story from manga and the anime, or at least from what I saw of the anime. I don't think I've actually fully watched episodes of it, just, YouTube. One day I'll get to it, but now it's the time. I'm in the Yozakura move. There they all are. I just love all their designs, man. Oh, this the Shimasen? No. He was probably one of my favorites. Such a great group of characters, man. Futaba, Shinzo. And I've seen panels of like the manga from the future, and Shinzo looks badass in some panels. I don't know the context. Kengo's also one of my favorites too. I think all of them are I love all of them. Goliath. Family of spies. Very different. And I remember when this series was coming out, this was just getting compared to another spy series. Obviously, you could probably think of it, Spy Family. This series was just living in the shadows of Spy Family because people put it in the shadows of Spy Family. It is nothing like Spy Family. It's a different type of spy series. And people just put it in the shadow of it forcibly, basically. I remember being so mad, like, this isn't Spy Family. Like, this is very, Weekly Shonen Jump-esque with, again, the colorful characters, the designs, the world. Oh, obviously there is action in this series, and I think there is some in Spy Family, but it's more, slice of life comedy centric. Same with this one. This is still comedy centric, but it's in a different way. It's a different feel of Spy World. You know what I mean? But I was always so mad that this series was always just gonna be underplayed because of just Spy Family's existence. It's not even like them competing. Everyone's just like, oh, two spies, Spy Family on top. It's just automatic. They just thought that, where it's like, why does one have to be on top? Why can't you just stuff like that angers me. But I've only seen a little bit of Spy Family, but I was always more attached to this one. And when it was coming out, and I know the sales for the series weren't like fucking ginormous. They didn't need to be. This is a series that did not need to be like 200K each volume. It sold fine, and I think it just had a really good core loyal fan base that just came each week in the magazine, which is awesome. And it got to live its full story basically, which is, again, it's awesome. And the series is getting a season 2 next year. And I saw, glimpses. I saw the little teaser trailer on Twitter. Again, I do remember some of the stuff like in that trailer. I think I did see. Like maybe I just got there when I was reading it. Again, it's been so long, so I do not have context or memories of anything. So it's not like me knowing the whole story or anything. It was just like, this looks familiar. But I'm very excited to see it in full, basically, because I do want to read it and buy all of it, because I don't think all the volumes are out in English yet. So I'll have to buy it when each one comes out, and I'm very excited about that. But going back, but yeah, I've seen panels of Shinzo like in the future. I don't know if it's in this season or it's like near the end, but I know everyone gets the eyes, and I've seen panels of him that just look so cool. And I believe volume 15, he has like a metal bat club looking thing. And I'm like, this guy looks awesome. Like, I just love these character designs, man, and this art style, even in the anime. I'm a person that lives in reality, people. There's no anime out there that's going to capture the art style of their manga. Series can try, because I know Gachikuda, everyone's like, oh, the manga just hits more better. Is that more better? Is that a word? I don't know. It just hits better. It's like, dude, that's a panel that is put with as much detail as the artist needs and wants. An anime is moving. You can't have that much detail in it. Like, I do not go into animes expecting it to be one-to-one quality from the art style of the manga. This, I like the art style. Like, Silverlink did a great job with the look of it. And again, this is not a series. Like, I remember when Sakamo Days was coming out, the animation quality was very controversial. But look, I read Sakamo Days. Everyone was acting like every fight in Sakamo Days was like Yuji versus Chozo in season 2. It wasn't. I thought the anime did a fine job, and same with this. It's doing a fine job. Like, I look at this and I don't feel like, oh, this is choppy or bad. I look at this, I'm like, I think this is a great art style. But that's just me. Oh. Public servant spies. Yeah, they're freelancers, and public servant, that's the stuff I believe the government, I believe. I don't remember the character, but he has the sword. He's probably one of my favorite character designs. I just love him so much. This is so much fun. It's such a good comedy to boost the popularity. He's loved by women and hated by everyone else. The eldest son. Yeah. Wait, he's the best spy in the family. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh, okay. Spies on social media. Yeah. I wonder if we'll ever see that. I mean, he's a siscon, but he is probably one of the most what's the word? Probably the most understanding siscon. He's not just a creepy weirdo because he's in love. He's an annoying bastard because he feels like he has to be obsessed and survey her to keep her safe. He's just not like someone like Ghosh where he's generally just in love with a little girl. Here he's just obsessed over her because he wants to protect her. So at least he's just not a full creep. You know what I mean? I wonder who was gonna. I wonder if that's gonna come back. Who's gonna kill her? Or was it just a fluke on social media? They got trolled. They got jebaited. I'm just waiting for the scene where he's just sitting there. Damn, he's a beast. They're just ready for the house to burn down. This piano is awesome. You need to join the family so we won't harm you. Peace in the household. Wait, what was that? No killing among family members. Your life, at least, can be preserved. Okay. Damn, automatically. Okay. Yep. Yeah. She's so caring. She's amazing. Oh. Yep. Yep, just sitting right there. It's so funny. Damn. Their family dynamic's just so fun, though. Kill team till proven innocent. Damn. Yeah, this scene's amazing. Damn. Futaba's a beast as well. Threads. Such a badass weapon, honestly. Especially from Kyochiro. Like, he is such a character. It's like, yeah, threads are perfect for him. Like, for his character. Wait, what did he say? It was pretty good teamwork. But you left yourselves way too open after that one strike. Yeah. That's threatening. Steel spider. Now that's awesome. Yeah, and Futaba's just very strong. Damn. Damn. Oh, this dynamic camera. Yep. Oh. Oh shit. Damn, I forgot about that. Kengo's voice actor is so funny. Damn. I think this is the guy who voices Engine in Uzui. Damn, Kyochiro. He is crazy. Damn, that whole thing was like, yep, my life's now gonna become hell now. But nope, Tayo steps out. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. And she starts crying instantly. That's so cute. Damn. And this just looks beautiful. Oh, he's fighting through. Oh. Hell yeah. Now it's time for him to step up. Awesome. That was such a good scene. Such a badass line. Hell yes. Yeah. He's part of the family now. That was such a good first episode. And that quality for the first episode was really good. Like, genuinely. Especially that scene at the end when he's grabbing onto the ring. That looked amazing. I got a little bit emotional during that end when he's like, you've been protecting me all this time. So now I'm going to, you've been protecting me and helping me from me being hurt. Now I'm going to step up and help you. You're kind of all I have. So I will gladly step up, join your family, and protect you. And that's beautiful. That's genuinely beautiful. Like I'm just looking at all the stuff here. The art in here is also amazing. But yeah, I think that's probably one of my favorite first episodes in a show, just from my memory. There's obviously a lot of great first episodes, but that one's just shows the amazing dynamic of the Yozakura family. Like, with all the siblings, they just feel like a family, and it's just awesome. But yeah, seeing Kyoichiro basically saying like, "Oh yeah, to protect you, I'm gonna basically seclude you away from everything in life," and her just kind of sitting there accepting that. It's like, "Oh, to protect Tayo, I'm gonna have to basically lose my whole life. I'm just gonna be sitting in solitude." And then Tayo basically said, "No, no, no, don't worry. I'll step up and I'll join your family and I'll protect you." So awesome. I'm just looking at the scene where he's throwing the ring and him grabbing it. Oh, so cool. And yeah, the scene of him saying, like, big brother Kyoichiro, that's such a badass line to just drop on him. after just foiling his whole plan. It's so awesome. I actually can't wait to learn more about Kyoichiro. Because I know he's a very like comedic type character, wanting to kill Taiyo and probably being upset that they're in love with, Mutsumi and Taiyo are in love, and he's probably so upset about that, but that's just so funny. But he also seems like a really badass character. And the stuff that I do know in the future, like with the dad, and I do remember seeing a panel of like Kyoichiro confronting his dad. I'm like, that I don't know the context. I don't know what he says. I don't know anything about that. But I was just like, that just looks so interesting. I am so curious on what type of character he is, because obviously he's the best assassin. I want to say assassin, but he's the best spy in their family. So he's obviously pretty good at what he does. And probably seeing that in full action against somebody, maybe like a formidable foe, or just a huge amounts of enemies that he can just wipe out by himself, that would just be so cool. And yeah, I just love the look of the series in anime and manga. I think that's the perfect thing a series can have, is a satisfying art style for both. But yeah, I can't wait to get back to where I was caught up, because yeah, it wasn't far when it was coming out in that mission where you like and you meet the dad on the train and all that. That's where it was like caught up. And I remember seeing color pages, and I remember seeing the color page where he had like the eyes and he had his like electric gun sword, and I'm like, that looks fucking awesome. I've always wanted to read the series, but now that's just like that art style just drew me in instantly. And I've seen stuff at like the very end where he's in like all white. Don't know what that is. I assume that has something to do with like max power. Don't know when he gets it, how he gets it. It looks amazing. It's honestly one of those things where it's technically a spoiler, but it's just in my mind of something so cool that the series has down the road. And I'm like, I want to see that. It wasn't like, oh, it's ruined now that I know it exists. It's more like, that just interests me even more. But yeah, hopefully this series, well, I'm saying hopefully. Season 1 was popular, the manga's popular, and it's like the type of series that it is popular. Again, popularity just does not include doing millions upon millions. You know what I mean? If you have a core loyal fan base that people stick for, they stick around for your series, that's all you need. And the anime, I checked on Twitter. The Twitter account has over 100,000 followers. Like, there are some anime series that don't have 100,000 followers, so people are sticking around for it. The core loyal fan base. And season 2 is getting like almost 20,000 likes for the trailer, and like over 1 million views for the trailer. So it's like it has a big audience, I'd say. So I doubt it's gonna fail. And we're probably gonna get season 3, which I don't know anything. I don't know how long the series is. I don't know what, like, I don't know. I don't even know if like the last arc's action packed or has any action at all. I don't know. I'm curious though, because I do remember meeting like the villain group that like works with the dad. There was like a blonde haired guy, and that was all I remember. I think he was like a scientist type guy, and I think it had something to do with the girl with the hair. But other than that, I'm generally blind. I don't know if there's multiple fights. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, I do know there's fights, but I don't know if it's like the super set, like if like the final arc is just like a final battle type thing, or if it's just a conclusion. You win, and then there's an epilogue. I don't know. I'm very excited. Don't tell me in the comments down below, because I do want to stay blind to it, because I do know stuff, but I want to not know any more stuff. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Love this episode. World Trigger I will be doing as well. I still have to edit the episodes 2 and 3 in one video. We'll still catch up to that as well. But other than that, have a great day or night, guys. Thank you for watching.